Hey guys, Justin here with Rampengu Nation, and I just noticed that after Dual Overload that some of the new cards got released are all direct support for Lunalights. So for the Infinite Negate combo with Apex Avian, I'm pretty sure you guys already know about this, where Apex Avian could infinitely bounce Mist Valley Thunderbird. It summons and then you can bounce it, and you can summon and you can bounce it essentially infinite times. Um, this combo needed 3 cards that we didn't have yet, but they're all being released in Dual Overload. We're getting Union Carrier, Samar Bird of Kings, and Raider After Y Strikes. So with this, with Raider After Y Strikes, you need to play 2 4 strikes in order to do the entire combo. So let me go over the deck real quick, and then I'll show you guys the combo essentially. So we still play Magician Souls because you want to increase consistency in your deck. So 3 Princess Illusion Magician, 1 Bora. This is your second Raid Raptor target, and you can summon it because you control Zephyros on the field. So, and it's a level 4, so that's why it's pretty better to play than a second Singing Lanius, because I like the fact that I just like that it's like it just requires like a Blackwing name and it's bigger than Singing Lanius. Also, you can only special one Singing Lanius its way once per turn, so you have to play another name in order to do the combo this way. So we do the Bora instead of Singing Lanius. Zephyros, 3 Drill, Emerald Bird, 3 Kaleido, 3 Tiger. This combo is just going to use Chick Tiger alone, which will be cool. 2 Yellow Martin, 3 Magician Souls, 1 Avian, 1 Thunderbird, 1 Singing Lanius, because you can only special once per turn. I do the Zoo Engine, but you can opt to play a Dangerous if you want to. I just like the Zoo Engine because it lets me make Tiger King easier. So 1 Thoroughblade, 3 Tenki, 1 Foolish Burial, 3 Foolish Goods, 3 Perfume. The 1 rank up Magic Soul Shave Force. This is your target for Y Strikes when you activate 4 Strikes the second time. You can set it from the deck with Y Strikes, so this is how you make Infinity to play around Nibiru. 3 Barrage. This is for the Thoroughblade. It's an extender. 3 Impermanence because I wanted something to stop Union Carrier, Needle Fiber, and all those cards. So I'm gonna do another video going over like the best hand traps to use this format. And then the 1 Serenade Dance, obviously, for the Martin target. Because the extra is so tight now, I side the Utopia package, but I still like it because it's an OTK. 3 Dark Ruler for combo decks. 3 Lightning Storm for backrow decks. 2 Pointer for when you go first to rip out, like, essential pieces. So if they have Dark Ruler or Kaiju, this is what you do to answer, so then your board sticks no matter what, essentially. 3 Evenly Matched for control decks and for other, like, combo decks that don't have Spell and Trap negates. And the 1 Red Reboot. For the extra deck, I do 1 Dweller. Dwellers in case like if you break. This could be Baguska, it's up to you guys, essentially. You don't play Redoer anymore because the whole deck, like, if it revolves around Apex Avian, changes to this. 1 Tiger King. 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity. This is your target off of Shave Force that you're going to use on top of 4 Strix. 1 Exciton Knight. 2 Raider After 4 Strix. Tornado Dragon. Appaloosa, and it's where game states, so you can't get to the full combo. Appaloosa is just better and generic to use. Boral Sword, and also lets you like kill them like through Nibiru if you have to summon multiple times. It's just a good like overall card. Boral Sword to kill them. Daruma for where game states where you need to make him, because he provides 2 down arrows and you can pop Tiger and go for game. Phoenix, Unicorn, just generic good nightmares. And then 3 new cards. Raid Raptor Y Strix. Samorg Bird of Kings, and Union Carrier. So I'll go over briefly what these cards do. So with Y Strix, it requires 2 Darkwing Beast monsters to make it. So you're making it with Singing Lanius and 4 Strix. And if it's Link summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 Darkwing Beast monster from your deck in defense position, but it can't be used as a Link material. Also, its effects are negated, so this is on-board effects. So it's when it goes to grave, you can activate its effects. So your target for this is Zephyros. But we're not using Zephyros as an XYZ material. We're linking. We're not using Zephyros as a link material. We're using it as an XYZ material. So that's how we get it in the grave. And it says if your Raid Raptor XYZ monster effect is activated, you can set 1 rank up magic spell directly from your deck. And if it's a quick play, you can use that same turn. So our target for that is the Shave Force, and that's what we're using to essentially make Infinity. Samorg. So Y-Strix is a good bridge into Samorg, because it's a Winged Beast, so essentially this is what we use to make some more Barrier Kings. He can't be as a link material, which is fine, because he's basically like your ender on the extra monster zone. He can't be targeted, on your Winged Beast monsters he points to can't be targeted with opponent card effects. If he's If it would be destroy a battle, you can destroy some more card you control instead. That's irrelevant in this deck. But during the end phase, you can special summon one Wing Beast monster from your hand or deck. So if you open the Avian, you can special from your hand or deck, whose level is equal to or lower than the number of unused spell and trap cards on the field. So essentially, the number of unused spell and trap cards on the field will just be, I think that'll be 9, because your opponent will have 5 and you will have 4 unused ones, so that'll give you a total of 9. So you can special Avian with that effect. If you had to use 2 Tigers, you will have 8, so essentially you can still special Avian. And then finally, Union Carrier. It says it can't be used as a link material the turn it's link summoned. You can target one face-up monster in the field you control, equip one monster with the same original type or original attribute as the targeted monster from the hand or deck to it as an equip spell, then it gains 1000 attack. But if you equip from your deck, you cannot special summon monsters with the same name as the monster for the rest of this turn. So essentially, we're not going to be special summoning multiple Mist Valley Thunderbirds. However, we're equipping Thunderbird from our deck or our hand to Simorgh because they're both wind. Even though this is a Winged Beast and that's a Thunder, Union Carrier says type or attribute. So we can equip our Thunderbird to the Simorgh. So that's good. And then essentially that's it for Union Carrier. So you might be wondering like, oh, the synergy of it. So basically, Apex Avian, once per chain, it can bounce one Mist Valley card you control to the hand, and if you do negate the activation of a card or effect, and then destroy it. So what's relevant about this is that you're gonna bounce your Thunderbird. It's a face-up card on the field when it's returned to the hand, even though it's a link material, so it can trigger in the hand. So you can just special summon it, and then when it's special summoned, you'll have another Mist Valley for Avian to use to bounce again, and hence creating an infinite loop of bouncing and stuff. Okay, so let's get right into the replay. So as I said, this is just going to be a combo that's just going to use simply our Kaleido and Tiger. So first off, we're going to like normal our Kaleido, and then we're going to use Kaleido to send our Martin to the grave. We're going to use Tiger. Tiger is going to revive Martin. And then we're going to overlay both into Force Strix. This is our first Force Strix. Then we're going to detach our Martin to add our Singh and Lanius. We control an XYZ, so we can special summon Singh and Lanius from our hand, which is what we're going to do. Then we're going to use both of those to make our Y Strix. And then Y Strix ability is going to summon out Zephyros. This has to be in defense mode, note that. It's just like, it doesn't matter because it's being used as a XYZ material, but just note it has to be summoned in defense mode. I just did this like pretty quickly, like when the cards got revealed. Anyway, so this is irrelevant because we're going to use the Zephyros as an XYZ material. So we're going to bounce our Tiger to our hand with Martin. We're going to overlay both for our second Force Strix. This is relevant in order to trigger Y Strix's second effect to set the Ray Raptor rank up card. So we're going to detach our Zephyros, because we want to detach Zephyros to get into the grave, to add our Bora. So we can't play a second Singh and Lanius because, like I said, it's restricted to special summoning one Singh and Lanius per turn. So then our Bora becomes our second target to use as our extender. We just want a level 4. It doesn't really matter essentially though. So now it has to be dark at least to make Union Carrier. So I'm gonna set our Shave Force. I'm gonna use Shave Force now. I like to use it now to play around with cards like Nibiru. So Shave Force says pay half your life points, then target one Ray Raptor XYZ monster in your graveyard. Special summon it, then special summon from your extra deck one XYZ monster that is 2 ranks higher than that monster by using it as an XYZ material. Let's show you it as an XYZ summon. So we'll summon our Force Strix. So it's not restricted to attribute or type or anything, so that's why we can just slap Infinity right on top of this, but we pay half our life points. Obviously, we can like go to 30 if we use Zephyros first, but I'm trying to play around the Nibiru cards like that. That's why I would rather summon the Infinity now. So now we're going to use Tiger. Tiger's going to revive Kaleido. Then we're going to use Kaleido to up Martin. And then we're going to bounce Tiger to our hand to summon out Zephyros. So we're going to pay our 400 life points because Zephyros' effect can now activate because it was in the grave. It only negates the on-board effects of Zephyros. So this is our board state right now. We can special board because we control a Blackwing, which is Zephyros the Elite. Now we're going to use both of those guys to go into our Simorgh Bird of Kings. And then we're going to use both those guys, same attribute. Both of them are dark monsters, and we're going to make Union Carrier. So it says use 2 monsters with the same type or attribute. Both of those are dark. And then we're going to use Union Carrier's effect to equip 2 Simorgh. We're going to equip the Mist Valley Thunderbird like I was talking about, because they're both wins. And then we're going to use our Tiger, and we're going to special summon a Kaleido check. And then you can make any rank 4 here, and also on the deck then with the Kaleido. And we're going to make a Tornado Dragon here, because it's the best one in this instance for backer decks. Because then we're going to have Avian and have our Infinity with Tornado. You can also make Dweller, like I said, but Guska will not work because it will switch your Avian to defense mode, and it will negate its effects. Same with our Infinity. So M phase now some more triggers. And then we summon out Apex Avian from the deck. And then this is the infinite loop. Avian's going to negate a card, bounce Thunderbird. Thunderbird's going to special, and then Avian's going to keep negating and bouncing, negating and bouncing. This is just Chick Tire. There are other iterations of the combo with more cards, obviously. I can go more in depth than that if you guys want. Or I can go over the Orcus side of the deck now. Because now that we have Union Carry, we can do the Orcus combos again. Because we can attach pieces to it and then do combos from that. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. This is just another Rampengu Nation. And see you guys.